Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Gene Skaggs, and we're going to do a video here, a short video on quantum touch and cancer. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but every 3 minutes a child is diagnosed with cancer in this country. So cancer is probably the most dominant thing. The C word scares everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at energy, your immune system, and how to address cancer and eradicate it. And it can be done. Okay, so before we get started, this is Gene Skaggs, and you can go to Quantum-Touch.com, and I'll be in there, and then I'm going to let Andrea introduce herself and tell you about her.
My name's Andrea Mai. I'm a Quantum Touch Practitioner. I also teach meditation and mindfulness and contemplative writing practices. And I've learned from Gene, and so we're here today to do this wonderful video for you.
That's good. Okay, she's actually taken all 3 classes with me, so you know she's got to be good if she's been under me. So anyways, Quantum Touch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where to work on it. If you have cancer or someone else who has cancer and you get a Quantum Touch Practitioner, this can be done long distance. Technically, they don't call it long distance, they call it non-local. We can do this over the phone, myself or Andrea. And so what we're going to do, and before I show you the actual zoom in on the parts that will be, I would work and other practitioners would work and instructors would work on cancer. I'm going to show you why we work on the back first. So I'm going to have Andrea read something out of the Quantum Touch called The New Human. Richard Gordon has 3 books. This is my favorite here. And I think Quantum Touch is doing a wonderful job of getting the message out there of energy and these various illnesses that we're faced with on the planet. And you got Marion Hunter there and Jennifer. They do a wonderful job in doing this. So I'm going to have her read this part out of here, why we work on the back, and I'll explain that after she reads that.
Okay, this is in the section, the spinal column. It says, I recommend working on the spinal column before you work on organic issues. The reason for this is that all organs are energized through the nervous system. If a vertebra is misaligned, it creates pressure on the spinal cord and the nerves that exit the area of the spine. Even a slight amount of pressure on a nerve can impair the transmission of electrical stimulus. If there is a blockage in the nervous system, then even a normal, healthy organ will not function optimally. Energizing an organ without repairing the nervous system is like changing a light bulb on a bad electrical circuit. It may not be the bulb that's the issue.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to have her turn around, and I'll show you the parts. The first thing we would do in Quantum Touch is we would adjust the occipital ridge right in here. Then you've got 7 vertebrae, the C1 through C7, the atlas, and then C3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you have the thoracic, 12 of them, and it's T1 through T12, and then you got the lumbar area, and that's what most people are familiar with. They're familiar with these 24 vertebrae. Actually, you have 33. You have the sacrum, which is where the final lumbar ends, the L5. The sacrum, some people call it the upside down triangle or shaped like a heart. There's actually 5 vertebrae in the sacrum. And then you have the tailbone. Tailbone is a very personal area. So what you do is you can just hold your hand right here and run the energy in. It actually has 4 vertebrae in that area. So what we do is before you start, now this is if you was working on somebody like a full session for an hour, you want to make sure you do this whole area right in here. Then you have a psoas muscle again, the psoas muscle is the only muscle that's in the upper part of the body and the lower part of the body. It's a thinking muscle. It's where you store trauma in your life. So I'm sure if you got cancer, you got trauma in your life. So it's a definitely area you want to work on there. Okay. Now the next area after you work on the structural part of a person, you'd work on the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve, I do it from the front, or you could do it from the back. It's right there in the back where the occipital ridge and the C1 start right in here. And technically should be called a vagus nerve because you got 2 of them. They follow the spinal column all the way there, and they go to all the different organs of the body. So what you want to work on when you're doing for cancer, the number 1 area would be the thymus. Right here, it's right below the thyroid. It's a little rectangular shape right here. And as one gets older, the thymus has a tendency to shrink. So running energy into the thymus is going to energize it. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to have Andrea explain what running energy and what it means. Okay, Andrea?
Okay, so running energy, we start by working with the life force energy. That's the energy that is keeping everything going. It's the energy we're made of that is all around us. And so we begin to draw the energy up from below our feet. And so to do it simply, you can bend down and just mentally sweep, bringing the energy up to the top of your head and out through your hands as well as your heart. And so you do that 3-4 times until your hands, you will start to notice that you can feel them, that there's sensation in them, and you'll have an awareness.
Sure.
So, and then this is a photo. If you see that, you can see where we're directing the energy also from our heart, out of our heart center, to the other individual that we're working on. So
okay, and it also comes out that way in your hand. So you can technically be working on someone 3 places at one time. You can run energy out of this hand, you can run energy out of here, and then you can run the heart energy to another place right here. So the number one area you want to work on is the thymus. The thymus is the headquarters of the immune system, lymphatic system. It's a place where what's called NK killer cells are produced. And NK killer cells, they attack cancer cells and also tumors in the body. It's also the place where stem cells are manufactured. Stem cells are blank cells, and what you do is you direct these cells to go out and find any what's called foreign invaders. These cancer cells are foreign invaders, and these stem cells and the T cells, what they do is they latch onto these foreign invaders, secrete the poison out there and the medicine out there, and it kills the cancer cells in the body. And as soon as that's done, it reports to all the other legions behind them to give them the exact formula, and then it goes about taking care and eradicating the cancer cells in your body. So you definitely want to focus on here. You'd want to focus on the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve would be the key for everything. Whatever issue someone's got, work on the vagus nerve. It's like a multivitamin. It affects it. It goes to every part thing. So if the thymus is weak, what it's going to do, the vagus nerve takes the information, takes it back to the brain, tells it what to do. It's constantly in communication thousands of times per second. So we're directing it what to do. So you're going to do the thymus. You'll want to do the spleen, especially the spleen really does well with white blood count, and the liver. So those are the main areas that one would work on in doing cancer. You would also, this is going to sound strange, before I start working on someone with cancer, I ask them this simple question: do you want to live? That might sound strange, but somebody might get to a certain age in their life and they got cancer and they're really ready to go. So if they're ready to go, no use trying to keeping them here, but you can give them a session to help them align themselves with love and make this decision with love. And if they do make the transition, make the transition with love. And I've done that a few times also. So anyways, again, this is Gene Skaggs and this is Andrea, and you can find us both on the Quantum Touch site, and we look forward to hearing from you and hope you enjoy this video. We'll put some others out on other various topics that people present us. Thank you.
And our contact information will be in the description of the video.
Yeah, sure will.
So,
okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay.